Hello. Right, well, you can't turn your back for a second with the Delphi case, can you? I was busy watching Bondi Vet. I'm trying to watch every episode of Bondi Vet that's on YouTube. And I just happened to check Twitter. And Twitter is going absolutely berserk with the release of the full 43-second Bridge Guy video. So I posted it on YouTube, the 43 seconds. I zoomed it in. It's unedited, completely unedited, no filters or anything. I zoomed it in a little bit to make it a little bit clearer, but that's all I did to it. But I checked my comments and people were saying, Michelle, are you going to go live? Are you going to go live? So I don't know how many other people are live currently talking about the same thing. I would imagine quite a few people. I'll go back and check those all in a bit. I'm going to keep this really, really brief because it's midnight where I am. And I've got to get up early in the morning to do adulting. So we'll get straight into it. But good evening, everybody, or good morning, good afternoon, whatever, wherever you are. All right. So the video was posted on this website. So I'll put a link in the chat for this website, and it's also in the description box already, I think. Thank you, Jane on the Journey. You were housework procrastinating, saved by the bell. Thank you for the £2. You're doing housework at midnight. You've donated to me in pounds, so you must be in the UK. That's a bit late. anyhow, this is the website that it was posted on. So, justice for Rick Allen, transparency in justice. The attorneys representing Mr. Allen continue to receive a considerable number of inquiries and requests for access to public records and exhibits related to the state of Indiana versus Richard Allen. In response to similar requests, the court has stated the exhibits are needed for the production of a transcript if one is requested by the parties and they're fulfilling such requests. Will interrupt the process and guarantee the reporter will be forced to ask the Indiana Court of Appeals for an extension to file the transcript. Recognizing the significant public interest and in the spirit of transparency, this site will serve as a central resource for accessing public records, exhibits, frequently asked questions, and updates on Mr. Allen's post-conviction legal proceedings. All will be provided in accordance with the Indiana rules on access to court records and Indiana Code S14.3. So this is the full video, and it's kind of vertical, and it's not been resized. So it's difficult to watch on a laptop. Like, you can watch it vertically better. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to screen record it on my phone so that I can have the vertical version. And what I posted on YouTube was slightly zoomed in because it made it easier to see it, but also it worked better with the format. Thank you, Jennifer, for the $1.99. Oh, how many $1.99 chats can we give Michelle? As many as you like. As many as you like. All right, so this is what I posted on YouTube. So some of you will have seen this. And what I've done is I've done a new version. I've got this brand new version that is as clear as anything. Very, very clear. Like incredibly clear. That BG is right behind Abby. He's there. He's right behind Abby, and he is moving. So we'll watch the unedited version first, just 43 seconds. And then I'm going to switch to my edited version. There's also someone on Twitter who has got the metadata. This person here, Vienna. This is the last page of the metadata report I just pulled off the Bridge Guy video that was just released. Don't really know what to believe, but I'll post the whole report, 13 pages, under here for those who want to look at it.
Do you want this light on?
Yes, please. Thank you, Carol, for the £2. That's very kind of you. So the metadata, what I'm interested in is the creation time. So 19:13 and 52 seconds. So that's in universal time, because metadata is in universal time. So you have to take off 5 hours to get it into Eastern. So that will be, take away 5 hours. So that's nearly, 30 minutes past 7. So 13 minutes past 2. So the creation time is 2:13 and 52 seconds. And the full video lasts 43 seconds. Thank you, Kindness Kate, for the $1.99, and Paper Chaser, another $1.99. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now I haven't looked at any of the other metadata, the 13-page report, but just so you know it's there, I'll pull this whole report off, but I have retweeted it so I don't lose it. So I can look at this later. All right, so we're going to watch the 43 seconds. Thank you, Kindness Cake, for another one. Thank you so much. All right.
See, this is the path that we go down. There's no path going there, so we have to go down here. Hi.
It's crazy. It's crazy to see that. Thank you, Finn's mom, for the $1.99. And Kindness Cake, another one. Thank you. Did I hear that? Yes. So let's just listen. Let's listen to the audio, because my edited version, because I've slowed it down so much, like the audio is just completely distorted. But we can stop this and have a listen to the audio.
See, this is the path.
So that will be Libby saying this is the path
That we go down.
that we go down. Then Abby runs by. So presumably it's something to do with maybe BG's catching up. Auntie Ray, thank you for the $2. Thank you so much.
There's no path going there, so we have to go down here.
There's no path going there, so we have to go down here. So guys, and then Libby says what? Down the hill. And then the phone goes off. So that is the full 43 seconds. So they don't, like, there's no urgency in Libby's voice at all. So at what point do they realise they're in danger? And Abby running by, is she running by because BG is chasing her? Or is she running by because she's got to the end of the bridge and she's happy she's the end of the bridge? Because this slowed down version that I'm going to show you right now, you can see that Abby is smiling, but she's treading really carefully. Like she's, you know, she's being, I guess, cautious. And she's smiling. So they don't feel under threat. In my opinion, they don't feel under threat. So at what point do they realise they're in danger? And it doesn't, it's not evident in this video. Thank you, Mary, for the $2.79 Canadian dollars. That was a little cry as she was running toward the camera. She was scared. Do you think so? Or was it just like a whoop? Like I've done it. I've done it. Don't know. Don't know. All right, we're gonna watch my edited version. All right, so I've slowed it down to 10% speed, so it's very slow. And you can clearly see Abby's looking down. She's treading carefully, and look who's behind her. He's right there. He's right there. Like she's smiling, look. She looks at Libby and she's smiling. So I think when she runs by, I think it's because she's got to the end of the bridge. Is about 11 ties behind. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, probably. Probably. Thank you, Woodchipper, for the $2. Very kind. You don't think she's smiling? So I've not added any filters or anything, so I can play around with the cut. I think she's smiling there. She's definitely smiling there. Definitely. Is this the original? This is the original edited by me. But I honestly don't think they feel they're in danger at this moment of time. If she's looking nervous, I think it's because she's on the bridge. Like you can see how carefully she's treading. And then BG, he's actually standing. Watch this. Look, he's standing still. At that moment there, he's standing still.
See, this is the path that we go down. There's no path going there, so we have to go down here.
But Abby did say something. I can't make it out though. You heard gun that time? Did you really? Really? I don't hear gun. I don't hear gun at all. I don't know whether she's saying there's no path to Bridge Guy or to Abby. You see, we don't know whether their plan was to go across the bridge and then maybe go to Abby's house. Because Abby lives on the south side of the bridge. Like, once you've crossed the bridge, if you go like up Webber's private drive, you can get to Abby's house. So were they planning to go to Abby's house and that's why they went across the bridge, or were they planning just to go down the south side to see what was down there? I think she's talking to Abby. I don't think they're really aware of BG. Like, they probably know there's someone else on the bridge, but I don't think they're aware that they're in danger. All right, let's listen to this is the original. So this is the full 43-second video. So this is with no edits. I think they're talking to Bridge Guy about the path. I don't know. Yeah, sticks breaking. Yeah, because they're on like a gravel path, and it's like a wooded area. I don't hear anything to do with the gun. I don't. I absolutely don't. Heard the word gun, not the sound of one. All right, let's do it again. So Abby says something. Abby shouts something just there. I can't make it out.
See, this is the path that we go down.
See, this is the path that we go down.
See, this is the path that we go down.
Now, as Abby runs by, she does say something. Can I slow this down? I can slow it down, but it won't make them sound any easier.
Path that we go down.
Okay, she does say something. She does say something.
Path that we go down.
Abby says something as she's passing Libby. So Libby says about the path. Libby, the voice that you hear clearly is Libby because she's holding the phone. Abby says, "Don't leave me up here." It's sniffing. I think it's Libby sniffing. It's not crying. It's just sniffing. You know, sometimes when you go out in the fresh air, your nose can run. Or maybe she's got a little bit of a cold, but she just keeps sniffing. Jennifer, thank you for the $1.99. Let's all give 99-cent stickers. Michelle be rich. Oh yeah, make me rich. Make me rich. You don't need to, but it's very kind. It's very kind. If you all decide to make me rich, that would be very kind. Okay, right. So what Abby says, I may be able to do something with that audio, but I don't think it's going to make it any clearer. I think what it is she's too far away from the phone. I don't think she's whispering. I think she's just too far away from the phone. Remember, this is 2017 and this is an iPhone 6S. And they've got a decent microphone. Like for their time, when I first started YouTube in 2018, I started, like my first, I don't know how many videos were recorded on an iPhone 6S. So they're fine. They're still fine. They're still not a bad little phone. Like, the camera and the mic are acceptable, even now. But they're not good at picking up noise from a distance. They're great close-up. So if you're just talking to your phone, that's fine. But they're not that great at picking up. I don't think any phone microphone is, honestly. Libby is definitely whispering while Abby is further away. I don't think Libby's whispering. I think she's just talking normally. Change of volume partway through sentence. She says, normal volume, this is the path. Then changes to a whisper. That'd be going, no, she doesn't. She doesn't. I don't hear that at all. I do not hear that at all. Thank you, Bonnie, for the $9.99. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. Is this a partial video before the man speaks? No, this is the full video, 43 seconds. Play again slow. All right, we'll play my version, which I've edited, but it's at 10% speed. So what I've tried to do with this video is zoom it in somewhat. There's no filters or anything on it. I've zoomed it in somewhat, slowed it down to 10% speed, and then where Libby keeps moving the phone, I've tried to correct the orientation of it. I don't hear gun at all. I just don't. Listen how far away the down the hill comment sounds. Yeah. He's still quite a ways away when he says guys down the hill. We'll play this slow version again. I did this version for the visual, right? Like the audio is just completely distorted because it's so slowed down. So just for people coming in, let's play this, and you can clearly see BG. behind Abby, but he's quite a ways away. He's not close to her. And I honestly don't think she's scared. At the time that this video is being taken, I don't think Libby is aware that there's a problem, and I don't think Abby is while she's on the bridge. So let's play this. This is slowed down. Like, look at him. He's quite a ways away. Thank you, Jenny, for the $1.99. Up for making Michelle rich. But I don't think having this full version now makes it any clearer who BG is. I really don't. Thank you, Jackie, for the $13.99 Canadian. That's very kind. Thank you so much. Here that we go down. Yes, so do I. So do I. It's about the path. There's no gun mentioned. We still don't know that was BG saying down the hill. No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't. That's the path we go down, yeah. That's what I hear. And she's not filming BG. She's not. She's waving the phone around. She's videoing Abby. And she's not doing this to be a hero. This thing that Nick McClelland has set the jury up with, that both girls solve their own murders, is stupid. Libby is videoing Abby walking across the bridge. If she was videoing BG, she could have got a way better shot of him without him knowing, because she could have zoomed right in. She could have zoomed right into him. The iPhone 6, you can zoom in on an iPhone 6. Did Abby look scared or nervous? I think she's treading really carefully, and I think she's smiling nervously because she's walking across the bridge. And I don't think she'd ever done the bridge before, like Libby had, but I don't think Abby had ever walked across the entire bridge before. So she's treading carefully. But he's not walking that quickly either, by the looks of things, because he stays quite behind her.
See, this is the path.
See, this is the path.
There's no path going there, so we have to go down here.
I mean, they could have run. At that point, they could have run. She didn't say that'd be a gun. No, I don't hear gun mentioned at all. Yeah, she said that is the path that we go down. Going to see Ron's horses. Yeah. You know what? My theory, if it's Ron Logan that did it, my theory is that Ron met them on the bridge, and the quickest way to go to Ron's from the south side of the bridge is across the creek. If you walk back across the bridge, and then as you're going back, and you do a right, which takes you on a trail that would take you to the crime scene, and then if you went up the hill, it would take you to Ron's, it's way longer than just going across the creek. And Ron would know that. Ron would know that. And that also fits with Libby's phone data, the Apple Health phone data. Thank you, Eva, for the $1.99. Screams on Logan to me, nice old man doesn't know cells. All right, well, this is the original. So I can slow it down. I've slowed it down to 0.75, so it slows the audio down a little bit. Let's see whether that helps. The only thing I don't know what is being said is by Abby. There's some chance they knew him. Yeah. And if it was Ron Logan, Abby would recognise him. I don't know about Libby, but Abby would. Because Abby lives over the other side of the bridge. So if you go past, so you're not going in the direction of Weber's, like off the bridge here, you turn left if you wanted to go to Weber's. But if you turn right, there's a path. It takes you past the Liebert property. I think maybe there's another property. And then you just keep walking and you get to Abby's house. It's not that far away. I mean, maybe it is quite far, but it's not like a huge distance. So the fact that Ron might know Abby because he knows her mother, because her mother's, I don't know whether she's a bartender or a waitress, and Ron knew her. You heard, is he following you? Okay. Does Abby say, holy crap? It's difficult, isn't it? So this is the original. I've slowed it down to 0.75. So it's 75% speed.
See, this is the path.
See, this is the path
that we go down.
And then that's the point where Abby runs by, she says something. That made it harder to hear. Yeah, I thought it would. Because it distorts the audio when you slow it down. I don't know what she says. I don't hear gun though. I definitely don't hear gun from either of them.
There's no path going there, so we have to go down here.
There's no path going there, so we have to go down here.
There's no path going there, so we have to go down here.
There's no path going there, so we have to go down here.
Hi.
And then BG says, guys. Libby says, what? And then he says, down the hill in a minute. Down the hill. And that's it. Goes. If Libby was frightened of BG, why wasn't she filming him? Exactly. That's my point. That if she was filming him because she felt nervous of him, she'd have kept the camera on him until he got, close enough to notice what she was doing. because she could have kept walking and kept filming him and just zoomed in on the camera. She was not filming BG. She did not solve her own murder. It was just coincidental that she caught a man behind Abby, and we still don't know whether BG was the actual killer. We don't even know whether it was BG who said guys down the hill. We don't know anything because she wasn't filming BG. He's caught coincidentally on the bridge. She was filming Abby. She was filming Abby. Whatever they were planning, Abby, Abby came across the bridge, probably for the first time. She was nervous about going across. Libby started filming her. Whatever they were planning to do on the south side, Libby was filming it. In one frame, BG looks like he has a heavy mustache. Look, he's that far behind him. I can understand why BG, like the images that we've seen, are really distorted because he's that far behind. And again, if Libby had zoomed in on her camera, she would have been able to get a good shot of him because he was right, he's there and there's no obstacles between him and Abby. She could have got a really good shot of him. And she's not filming him, she's filming Abby. It is hard to watch, thinking that, just probably seconds after the phone went off, they were abducted. I think she was being polite. Maybe. But you're not going to be polite if you think someone's chasing you. You're going to run. They had chance to run. They had chance to run before he got off that bridge. And they didn't run because they didn't feel that they were under threat by the looks of things. I mean, look, it's all open to interpretation and we're never going to know. But that's just what I see. And there could have been a second person. We just don't know. They were scared. What you're talking about, lady? Well, I don't hear fear in Libby's voice at all. And we don't know what Abby says. Now, Abby, whatever Abby says, about like between this 17 and 20 second mark, could she be saying something about BG? Or what? We don't know what Abby said, but Libby wasn't phased at all, and she wasn't filming BG. So the person who's filming, who supposedly solved her own murder by filming the killer, she wasn't actually filming the killer at all. She was taking a video of Abby. And she wasn't scared, or else she'd have kept the camera on BG. Now, was Abby scared? Maybe when she ran off the bridge, was she saying something about getting over the bridge, or was she saying something about BG? I don't know because I can't hear. Thank you, Philosopher's Stone, for the $2. Thank you so much. Man sounds like he has a slight speech impediment when he said down there. I think it's just because he's so far. Like I said, the iPhone 6S was a nice little phone, decent camera, and a decent mic for the time. It's still a decent little phone, but it's not great at capturing sound from a distance. But Libby's conversation was all about the path. And then what Abby said, well, I'll play it on normal speed now. What Abby said about whatever she said when she passed by, I'm not sure.
See, this is the...
See, like, BG was right there. Watch this. Right there. So she turns the phone. She's not even... If she was scared of BG, she's got a perfect shot of him there. She could have stood and carried on filming. And like, zoomed in, and then, you know, as she was walking away, she could have kept the camera focused on him. And she didn't, which tells me that she wasn't filming him. She was filming Abby, and then she was turning round to do whatever they were going to do, about something about the path. Trying to be subtle. No, the way you're subtle, listen, I film people subtly. And the way you do it, you hold your phone down a bit and you zoom in. You just hold your phone, and it just looks like you're holding your phone. It doesn't look like you're filming. And she'd have kept the phone on him. She wouldn't have turned away. She turns away. Watch. She turns away. There, she turned away. She's facing the other direction now. She's not scared of BG, and she's not filming him. He's just caught accidentally.
This is the path.
This is the path
That we go down.
That we go down. And then what? That will bug me. What Abby says, that will really bug me. Maybe it was something about the bridge, like, yeah, I did it, or, ooh, that was scary, or whatever. I don't hear gun, though. I don't hear gun. You hear made it. It could be. It could be just something about the bridge.
That we go down.
I can't tell.
Path. That we go down.
I don't know. I don't know. I think she said I made it. She could well have done. Which tells me that she's not even scared of BG, even though she's been on the bridge with him.
There's no path going there, so we have to go down here.
There's no path going there, so we have to go down here.
Hi.
So, guys, and she says, what? And it's only at that point that they realise that he's coming for them. When she says what, I think the fear kicks in. Yeah, I think she's surprised. I think she's surprised that this guy is that close to him now, and that they're in a very vulnerable position. I think it's at that point that Libby realizes that she's in danger, and the phone goes off. So we don't know whether she turns the phone off. We don't know whether this has been cut, whether there is a longer video, and that's all that's, you know, they say has been filmed. Maybe there's more, we don't know. But this is what was played in court. Like, we've always been told that the video was 43 seconds long, and this is the video that was played in court. Whether there's more after this, we'll never know. I imagine that she just turned the phone off. Like, turn the camera off, rather. Not to turn the phone off, but turn the camera off. I believe she turned off the camera to make a 911 call. Interesting. Never thought of that. That's interesting. If Libby had been there before, wouldn't she have known it was a dead end? Well, both of them would know that it wasn't a dead end. It's not a dead end. It's not a dead end at all. Let me show you. Oh, I got the wrong morning high bridge. Did you know that there's more than one? I thought it didn't look right. Okay. We're at the right location now. I thought, what's all these buildings? All right, look. Look. Okay, so this is the end of the bridge right here. So this is where they are when Libby's filming. All right, this is the end of the bridge. Actually, the end of the bridge is just past here. This is the private drive. All right, so you get to the end of the bridge and you can go down a little hill. It's only like 10 or 12 feet and it gets onto the private drive. And that will go to Brad Webber's. Go that way. That's Brad Webber. Well, it's not Brad's house, but Kay Webber's, the Webber property. If you turn right off the bridge, then you go past this property. There's a couple of properties, and Abby lives down here, so they know the way. And this road just carries on, and then you can go down there or down there. So it's not a dead end. Once you're off that private drive, you're not quite into civilization, but you know there's numerous properties scattered about, and yeah, they knew where they were. Yeah, they know that Abby's house is nearby. They know, like Libby's been over the bridge before. They know where they are. They're not lost or anything like that. So Libby's right. Libby's right when she says there's no path. And then we have to go down here. So you have to go down about 10 foot. And then it gets to this road, which is north 625 west. But we call it the private drive because part of this road is private. I don't know at what point it becomes private, but part of it is private. So the path going, the road going to Webber's is the private part. So she's right. She's absolutely right. If you look at the map, she says there's no path. Now, you can actually walk through the woods. You can just carry on walking and you walk through the woods. But if you want to walk on a path, then you have to go down about 10 or 12 feet to the drive, to the private drive, north 625 west. And then to get like properly down the hill, then there's another hill which goes down about, I don't know, 15, 20 feet. And then you're in this wooded area and you're level with the creek. So it makes absolute sense what Libby's saying, that there's no path, we have to go down here. So I think Libby knew where she was going. And I think Abby was following her because it was like an adventure. think there could be geofencing. Do you mean geocaching? Abby was excited to go and see the animals. Maybe. But at the point where Libby was filming and Abby ran, they could have run. They could have run and they could have been gone. They could have gone through the woods. They could have run to the nearest property. Like from the end of this bridge here, you can see like a couple of houses. Like you can see this house and you can see the Webber's house. Like they're not that far away. Like they could have run. Like if they felt threatened, they could have run. And they could have got away. So it tells me the fact that they didn't run, they didn't feel they were in danger. Now, whether that was because, I don't know, they knew him by sight, or they talked to him previously. I thought it was, you know, they knew kind of, you know, that he was there and he wasn't bothering them. Which property is Logan's? The one over this one. Like the crime scene is. Listen. I'll just get Google Maps up, but I have to. Google Earth, sorry, but I have to change the way that I share when I do that. I have to share my whole screen. Let me just get Google Maps up. All right, I'll change it to 2017. So this is what it looked like. No, not 2014. Okay, this is what it looked like in 2017. And you can see the end of the bridge better here. So there's the end of the bridge. And you can see, if you do this, you can see that there's a small drop. It's no more than 10, 12 feet. So there's the end of the bridge. So there's a drop onto the private drive. And then there's another drop to the woods. So can you see? So this is like on a ridge. So the private drive is kind of like partly down this ridge area. So you've got this flat part. So I think at some point in the ancient past, Deer Creek was much wider. Because this is a little valley. Like this is flat. This wooded area is flat. And then the area where the crime scene is, that's also flat. So that's like a mini floodplain. And then the hills here and the hills here. So I think at some point in the distant past, all this was a river. And what is left today is just a little creek. Probably like to do with ice ages and stuff like that. Thank you, Sherry, for gifting 5 memberships. So we've got Rocket Queen, thank you, no, Mason, ME, and Leah. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Welcome you 5. Get a monthly membership. Go and check out the members area if you've not been a member before. Got all sorts of stuff in there. I think you do another members live. I'll do another members live soon. Okay, so this is a crime scene over the north side. And all of this is Ron Logan's land on the north side. So I don't know where the boundary is for Logan's land, but his house is up here. House and his like barns and that are up here. And then you have to go up this hill, and it's quite a steep hill up here. Like this is all flat, this like little floodplain or whatever it is here, and then that's quite a steep hill. So you can walk up those woods and go to Ron's. So the quickest way from the south side of the bridge to go to Ron's is across the creek. So if you're here, if you just walk down the hill in a straight line, cross the creek at the shallow part, you actually walk through the crime scene and then up the hill, and then you're on Ron's property, and then that's his field where he keeps his horses. So it makes absolute sense if it is Ron Logan that they would go down the hill and across the creek at the shallow part where there's like a little sandbank. So yeah, they're gonna get wet, but it's shallow. Unless it's like rained a lot or there's a lot of melted snow, that creek at that point there is shallow. But there is a current to it. You know, it's not like you can just skip across. You'd have to be careful crossing. But it's quicker to go that way than to go all the way back over the bridge. And then there is a trail that goes across, like at the top of this ridge line here, that will take you down to the creek down here. So if you were here and you wanted to go to Ron's, it's quicker to go in that straight line than to go all the way back and then all the way around and then maybe through this. You could go through the cemetery, I guess, like that way. But going across the creek fits better with Libby's phone data that the state presented. It just fits better. But there you go. It's haunting. It's really haunting. No way that was Ron Logan. I just don't know. And we don't know whether Bridge Guy is actually the killer. We don't know whether there was someone else there who said, guys down the hill. We don't know. But if there was someone else there, I don't think the girls were aware of that person either. Because then you have, you know, if you've got a guy in the distance kind of just walking along, that's not threatening. Unless he's, you know, running or something. But if there's a couple of guys hanging around, then that makes you nervous. I was not expecting to see this today. Nor was I. I was in bed watching old episodes of Bondi Vet, which is one of my guilty pleasures. I'm trying to watch every single one on YouTube, but there's loads of them. I don't know how long Bondi Vet ran for, like in Australia, but it must have ran for a long time because I watch like maybe 2 or 3 episodes almost every night, and I'm still like, got loads of episodes left. Yeah, random CVS worker did it. I know. Doesn't make sense, does it? I just don't know. But I honestly don't think Rick Allen did it. The reason is that I just can't. I just, there's no evidence. I just can't see how there's any evidence, and there's more evidence against other people than there would ever be against Richard Allen. All right, let's play this slowed down version one more time. There'll be no audio. I don't think you'll hear the audio on this because I'm sharing my entire screen now. But I mean, it's a decent little camera. I mean, she's pretty clear there. She's laughing. Look, she's laughing. Bless her. They have no idea. They have no idea that their lives are about to end. Or they're going to get abducted and then their lives are ended later, but they've no idea. It's so sad watching this. And it's like she's almost going, ooh. Like she's concentrating on the bridge. She's concentrating on the bridge. He stands. He stood there. He actually stands for I don't know how many seconds. So he's at that point. He's deciding to make a move. There's no gun, no gun, no fear, or at least no mention of a gun. All right, I will change the screen share back to tab so that we can play the audio. So we'll play the original video one more time, and then I'm going to depart because, like I said, I've got to get up early in the morning. What time is this? What, my time? It's just gone 1 a.m. my time. I will replay it with audio, yes. But the time for this video is 2:13, and actually someone put it on Twitter. It's 19:13 and 52 seconds, but that's universal time because that's what metadata does. So you have to take 5 hours off to make it local time. So it's 2:13 and 52 seconds. So that's the creation time. So that's when the video starts. All right, so we'll play this. This is the original video, normal speed.
See, this is the path that we go down. There's no path going there, so we have to go down here. Hi.
This is so sad. Are you going insane, Noodles? You heard it again. What did you hear? It's like everybody's hearing something different. Yeah, the pickup time was 3 p.m. or just after. I think Derek German got there maybe just short of 3:15, if I remember rightly. Oh, you heard that be a gun? Did you? I honestly do not hear it.
See, this is the path.
See, this is the path
that we go down. There's no path going there, so we have to go down here.
There's no path going there, so we have to go down here. So Abby's already run by her at this point, so Abby can't have said anything really terrifying. I don't hear that be a gun. I don't, honestly. So, guys, and she says, what? And then down the hill. It's earlier in a whisper. Really? No, I just don't hear it. Unless you're talking about what Abby says, the words we can't make out what Abby says. 17 seconds. All right, we'll play it again.
See, this is the path that we go down.
So is it what Abby says? Instead of that we go down. Well, no, that wouldn't make sense. That wouldn't make sense, would it?
See, this is the path.
See, this is the path
that we go down. There's no path going there, so we have to go down here.
There's no path going there, so we have to go down here. Libby is talking about the path, that's all. Go back. Go back. Right, we'll play it from the top. I just don't hear it.
See, this is the path.
See, this is the path
that we go down. There's no path going there, so we have to go down here.
There's no path going there, so we have to go down here. It doesn't. Nobody says that be a gun. I don't hear. I don't hear anything about a gun. Did I hear a whisper? I heard Abby saying something. But it can't have been really scary because Libby just carried on talking about the path. This isn't the original video. iPhone doesn't show the controls. That's because I screen recorded it. So we can watch it off the original website if you like. That was my screen recording. I screen recorded it off the Justice for Rick Allen website. The problem is it's in vertical form, so it doesn't play well on laptops. So the controls come from my screen recording, but this is the original. It glitches out a little bit right at the beginning. I think there's that many people. I think there's that many people viewing it. I think the website's struggling. It just stops. It was doing that to me before. When I was trying to record it, it kept doing that. Oh. What's happened? Oh, there we go. It might work better now. Oh, there we go. There we go. We're starting now.
See, this is the path.
This is the path that we go down.
There's no path going there, so we have to go down here.
No path going there, so we have to go down here. I broke the internet. Why did I break the internet? Oh no. I honestly don't hear. They don't say anything about it going. They don't. They absolutely don't. In my opinion. In my opinion, they don't. I'll go back to my version because I boosted the audio when I recorded it. You're listening closer to the end for it. Okay, one more time.
See, this is the path.
This is the path
that we go down.
that we go down.
There's no path going there, so we have to go down here.
No path going there, so we have to go down here. Down what? Down the hill. Go back. Go back. I've listened to it. How many times have we listened to it now? Why would she change the tone and finish the sentence with a question when it started as a statement? The context of the gun doesn't work with the attitude. Exactly. Exactly. Oh my God, I'm leaving. All right. They're terrified. They're not. They're not. At that point, they're absolutely not terrified. I don't hear any fear at all in Libby's voice. Yeah, when he says guys, she goes, what? As in what? And then he says down the hill. They're crying. They're not crying. They're not crying. Libby's sniffing. Like, my nose runs a lot when I'm out, like when it's pretty cold. And she's just sniffing. They're not crying. Spring sniffles. Maybe. Well, it's February, so it's not quite spring. So even though it was an unseasonably warm day, I don't think it was warm. Well, there's no crying. Right, I'm going to play it one more time and then I'm going because I'm really tired and I have to get up in the morning. Libby actually says hi.
See, this is the path that we go down. There's no path going there, so we have to go down here.
And is there a car engine? No.
Hi.
I boosted the audio, so you might be picking up background sounds. But I don't hear a car engine. I'm gonna listen to it again with headphones and see whether I can make anything else out. But for me, I don't hear. I honestly don't hear anything about a gun. I really don't. But anyway, I'm tired, and this was completely unexpected that that we were going to actually see the BG video after 8 years. So I'm going to go and play around with the audio. I'm going to listen to it about 1 million times with headphones. I'm going to maybe, I don't know, edit some more. I'll brighten it up and stuff. But I'm going to go to bed now. And I'm going to go and see who's live. Because I think probably everybody who's ever covered Delphi is going to be live right now. So thank you for joining me. So, right, Ivy Aware. Thank you to those that donated. Quite a lot of donations tonight. Jane, Jennifer, Carol, Kindness Cake, Paper Chaser, Kindness Cake again, Finn's Mom, Kindness Cake again, Auntie Ree, Mary, Woodchipper, Jennifer, Bonnie, Jenny, Jackie, Eva, Philosopher Stoned, and then Sherry donated 5 memberships. So thank you all. Thank you. Thanks as always to the mods, and I'm away to bed. Enjoy the rest of your day or your evening, or sleep well. Bye, guys.